What is up, guys? So I got a super duper controversial video for you guys today. And basically, I am going to be proving that Doctor Strange is the most overrated hero in Marvel Champions. And that's not to say he's not good. I just think that he is the most overrated hero by far. And I've had this conversation multiple times on more than one occasion where someone has told me that they've seen or that they've done it or that it's possible for Doctor Strange to defeat Venom Goblin on expert mode with 25 blank cards in his deck. And I do not think that's even close to being possible. I could be wrong, so I'm going to be testing here today. And Venom Goblin is one of the most difficult villains in Marvel Champions. So instead of facing him on expert mode, who I don't think Doctor Strange can take, we're going to be doing a much more easy villain, which is going to be Ultron here on expert mode. And that's not to say Ultron is easy. I don't think Ultron is a super easy villain. He is still one of the more tough villains in the game, but he is super duper easy compared to Venom Goblin, like definitely a tier under Venom Goblin. So we're going to see if Doctor Strange can take down Ultron here. And 25 blank cards, what do I mean by that? So when you're building a deck of Marvel Champions, we have to have the 15 identity-specific cards in the Heroes kit. So we have these cards right here. And every other card here, we're going to have these double resource here for Energy, Strength, and Genius. But we're not going to be playing them as double resources. We're going to imagine that these cards are just blank. And they're not doubles. They're going to be a single resource in that resource type, right? So these cards we can use as resources, but just one energy. The genius here is going to, or the strength here is going to be one physical, and the genius here would be one mental. And I have, I believe I have 8 copies of the energies, 8 copies of the strengths here. Yeah, and then 9 copies of the geniuses, because genius has Doctor Strange face on it. So we have one more to make a, to have 25 cards of these blank cards, and then 15 cards of this hero kit, because we have to have 40 cards to make a deck. So these cards will not be double resources. We're going to just have them be, proxies of a single resource with no effect. And we're going to see if Doctor Strange can take on Ultron on expert mode with this type of deck. So let's go ahead and get everything set up first. So let's shuffle up the encounter deck here. And then we're going to shuffle up our player deck as well. And let's try to get a good shuffle here. So Doctor Strange also has this invocation deck right here. And this is the main reason why a lot of people are saying that Doctor Strange is so powerful. And don't get me wrong, I think the invocation deck is super powerful and definitely adds to Doctor Strange's strength. But it's not the most consistent thing in the game because you can't know what the next card's going to be. And Doctor Strange plays with the invocation deck where he can use his spell mastery, which is his hero ability here, to pay the printed cost of the top card of his invocation deck, and then we can trigger the special here and then put it in the discard pile. So that's kind of where he is. Let's take a look at our deck to see if things are like nicely shuffled. I think that's decently shuffled here. Yeah, I mean, we only have 15 identity-specific cards, so I think that's a pretty good shuffle. Let's just do one more shuffle here. All right, and let's see how he does. We're also going to shuffle up the invocation deck here, so these 5 invocation cards, and Doctor Strange just plays the game with this deck right here that he can cast spells from, which is pretty cool and thematic. And then he always plays with the top card of the invocation deck face up, which is going to be this card right here, the Vapors of Valtor. Okay, so we're starting the game off in Alter Ego. We have our hit points here at 10, with Ultron's hit points at 22, and let's see how we do. So for the setup here for Ultron, we put the Ultron Jones environment to play. We have that right here. Each face-down drone minion engaged with the player has a scheme of 1, attack 1, and hit point of 1. And after we defeat a face-down drone minion, it goes into our discard pile. And then, let's see, Shuffle Encounter, we already did that. Advance to stage 1B, so we have that right here. And then when reviewed, each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engaged with them as a drone minion. So this card will become a drone minion here with 1 attack, 1 scheme, and 1 hit point. And it's going to be engaged with us. And we already shuffled the encounter deck. Ultron doesn't do anything else right there. So that's going to be the setup here for Ultron. And we're going to do Doctor Strange here. So we're going to draw up to a hand size of 6 here. And hopefully we can get, okay, we got the K, which is really good. And then one more to 6. Okay, so, I mean, I don't hate the fact that we have some resource cards, but I really want to draw, so I'm not going to mulligan all the resources here because I want to pay for the cape with non-identity specific cards, right? Because we don't have that many identity specific cards. So let's mulligan and discard 3 cards. Actually, let's do 4. We're bound to get another resource. So we're going to mulligan 4 cards here. and then draw 4 more back up to our hand size here of 6. Okay, it was all resources. All right, so let's go ahead and start the game here. We're going to go ahead and use our natural talent as our action here in Alter Ego. You can discard the top card of the invocation deck, so let's go ahead and get rid of the Vapors of Voucher here. And when the top card is this card, we're going to immediately flip the next card over so we can see what it is, which is the Images of Icon. I think that's not the best card for us right here, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and flip over here to Hero Form. So remember, these are not double resources, it's just single resource. So this would be 2 resources here. So we can play our Cloak of Levitation. You gain the aerial trait, and as a hero action, we can exhaust this card and ready up Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is going to, let's just swing for 1. Knock out this drone minion here. It goes into our discard pile. And we can exhaust the cloak so we can ready up Strange. And then I guess we can just, let's swing for 1 in Ultron and bring it from 22 down to 21. Because I'm not sure we can use this right here while there's no threat on the main scheme to remove threat. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. We are going to, let's keep 1 resource. Let's keep this one. And then discard 2 more cards, ending our turn. Now we draw back up to our hands of 5 here in our hero form. And let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So Ultron's turn, he's going to add 1 to the main scheme. He's going to attack us. He has a Force Interrupt. Whenever he attacks you, put the top card of your deck into play, face down, engage with you as a drone minion. Until the end of this attack, he gets +1 attack for each drone minion engaged with you. So he's staying with us with a base of 2, +1, which is going to be 3, plus a boost card here. Since we have our cloak, let's go ahead and defend because we can get it ready up in hero form. So let's defend for 2. He's hitting with a base of 3 plus 1. So it's going to be 4 damage. We're defending for 2, so we take 2. That'll bring us from 10 down to 8. Then a drone's going to hit us here for 1 because he has that 1 scheme, 1 attack, and 1 hit point. So that'll bring us from 8 down to 7. Then we get dealt a face on encounter card during the encounter phase, which is an advanced Ultron drone here. So it has guard, so we can't attack Ultron while he's in play. And then while when the advanced drone is defeated, we put the top card of our deck engaged with us as a drone minion. All right, so it's back to our turn. Let's see, we get +1 thwart. That's not that useful. Let's go ahead and exhaust the Cloak of Levitation so we can ready up Doctor Strange. I think we need to flip down here, actually. So let's go and use the Images of Icon. We can use that with our Spellmaster here. So exhaust Doctor Strange, pay the cost of the top card of the invocation deck, so 1 cost right here, 1 resource right here to pay for it, and we can trigger the special. It says confuse the villain and remove 4 threat from the scheme. Let's clear 4 off of the main scheme here. And then place this card from the invocation deck into the invocation discard pile. So it's a separate discard pile from our regular discard pile, and we put the top card face up again, which is the Winds of Watum. The Astral Projection here doesn't do anything for us. We might as well play the Magical Enhancements. I think, man, how do we... No, we have to flip because we're going to get swarmed with drones here. Let's go ahead. We're going to flip down here to Alter Ego. And then there's no point doing anything else. We keep this. Should we keep this here to get 1 more attack? I don't think that does anything. Let's go ahead and end our turn. We're going to just discard our hand here. These cards do not help us, I think. So we're ready back up. Draw back up to 6 here. Hopefully we can get some identity cards. Look at the Magic Blast. Is really good. 1 more. Okay. So it is Ultron's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main scheme. He's going to scheme, but he is fully confused, so nothing happens. Then he's going to... Or these guys will scheme here. Oh crap, I forgot. So they both have a scheme of 1. So he schemes for 1, he schemes for 1. It's going to go up to 3, and that's going to advance the main scheme here. Stage 2A. So when review, each player puts a top card of their deck into play phase engage with them as a drone minion. So we get another drone minion here. So we have 2 drone minions. Well, we have 3 drone minions, but this is an advanced drone. And then we advance to stage 2B. Starts off with 0 threat. And since we just got a drone minion, he's going to scheme as well on this scheme. So they're just going to add 1 threat on there. Then we're done with the activations. We get dealt a face on a counter card, which is Swarm Attack. Each drone minion engage with your hero attack. Since we're in Alter Ego, we're not in hero form, they won't attack. And if no attacks were made this way, put the top card of the deck engage with you as a drone minion. So get another drone minion here. Alright, so it's back to our turn. The good thing is we have the wins here. We're not going to use a natural talent. Alright, let's go ahead and flip over here to hero form. We're going to use Spell Mastery, Exhaust Strange, pay the printed cost here, which is 0. To trigger this effect, draw 3 cards and put this card in the invocation discard pile. So we're going to draw 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Goes on discard, and we get another card here, which is the 7 Rings of Ragador. Okay, let's go ahead and exhaust the cloak so we can ready up Strange. And then what do we do? Magic Blast. Magic Blast. And we gotta get the tough, I think. Yeah, because Ocean's gonna kill us if we don't get that tough. So let's see. Yeah, we gotta get rid of the guard guy. Okay, this will be 3 resources here, so we can play our Magic Blast. Here, action attack, deal 5 damage to enemy, and discard top card of your deck. If it's a physical, we stun that enemy. It doesn't matter, he's defeated, so that will knock him out. When he's defeated, as an interrupt, we put the top card of our deck engaged with us as a drone. So we got another drone here. Okay, and then we're gonna try to get a stats off on Ultron here. So let's use another 3 resources. So we can play another Magic Blast. Since there's no more guard, we can now hit Ultron directly. Do 5 damage to an enemy, discard top card of your deck. Come on, physical. Okay, it's a mental, so we confuse that enemy. So Ultron is confused again. And then we do 5 damage to him, which will bring him from 21 down to 16. Alright. He's confused, so we need the tough here. So let's use our Spell Master again. Exhaust Strange. Pay the printed cost of this card right here, which is 1 resource. So it says give up to 3 characters each a tough stats card. We're going to have 1 character, so we're going to get this tough stats card for ourselves. And then it goes in discard pile, and we flip the last card here face up, which is Prison Bands. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And draw back up to our hand size here of 5. Alright, that's going to end our turn. Ultron's turn, he's going to add 1 to the main scheme. Then there's a force response. After placing threat here during sub 1 of villain phase, you can choose either to place 2 more threat on here, or put top card deck engage with you as a drone. Let's put 2 more threat. So this will go up to 4 from 2. He's going to attack us. So his force interrupt gives him another drone. He has 5 drones now, so he gets +5 attack. It's going to be 2 plus 5, which is 7, plus a boost here. Let's take it because we do have a tough stats card. And the boost effect is deal 1 damage to each character you control. So the boost resolves before the attack. So that will knock off our tough stats card. And he's going to do 2 plus 5, which is 7 damage. We can't defend anymore because we chose to not defend. We can't go back on that. So 7 damage will bring Doctor Strange from 7 down to 0. And that will knock out Doctor Strange here. So yeah, that was a really tough game. I didn't expect it to be so one-sided. We got the cloak turn 1, which is really good for us. But we couldn't really get going there with Strange because it's really difficult. I won't even say it's Doctor Strange's fault. I mean, we have 25 blank cards in the deck, and I think that every hero in the game is not going to do too well with 25 blank cards. So I don't think that Doctor Strange is an exception to that rule. And the fact that he is, I think, is the proof that he is overrated as a hero. Luckily, I planned for this, and I felt like that he would definitely lose against Ultron here. So we're going to clean up Ultron, and I actually have Klaw right here. And I think this might be a more favorable game for Doctor Strange. I'm not sure. I mean, it's definitely going to be a super tough matchup, but we're going to try it here. So let's clean up Ultron stuff, and we're going to try another double header here. And we're going to just do Klaw here on Expert. So let's go ahead and get the all these cards out, the standard 1 set and the Expert 1 set. So, and then Strange's obligation. I don't know if any of y'all's minds changed. I definitely encourage anyone that thinks Strange can do it to try to match up for themselves. And I think it will be tough, if not pretty much impossible. We got a lot of cards that are turned to drone minions here. So let's shuffle up our deck here. And then let's clean up Ultron. Okay, so we got all this stuff set aside. Okay, let's go ahead and shuffle our player deck. And I think maybe without getting our good cards turned into drone minions, we might have a better chance here against Klaw, because no drone minions are going to be in play with Klaw. Alright, so let's get everyone set up. So we're going to set back up our hit points here to 10. We're starting off in Arch Eagle. Let's shuffle up the Invocation deck again. Alright, and then let's do that stuff later. So we got that set up. Klaw's going to have 18 hit points here. So on Expert mode, he's going to start off on stage 2. We're going to set stage 3 aside. And then he has a 1 review. Let's shuffle all this stuff in here. So we got the standard 1 and Expert 1 sets and the obligation. And then, let's see, we get the Mortal Klaw. So that's actually right here, which is perfect. I think I put this away that way, which is perfect. And then, I think that's it. So let's go ahead and separate the main schemes here and set main scheme 2 to 2A, 2B aside. Okay, so we're going to shuffle up the encounter deck here. All right, so we did all the shuffling for everybody. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so for the sub here for Klaw, his one review is to put the cut the power. Wait, no, sorry, that's Ronin here. That's going to be the Immortal Klaw side scheme to play, coming in with 3 times player threat. With acceleration, it says here Klaw gets plus 10 hit points. So he's going to go from 18 up to 28. And if we clear out the side scheme, then he goes back down 10. So he's going to go back down to 18 hit points. And with setup here, it says search the encounter deck. Oh, I knew there's another side scheme. Search the encounter deck and discard power for the defense network side scheme. So that's going to be this side scheme right here. And we put this into play as well, coming with 2 threat, and then whenever you place 1 additional threat, so it's going to have 3 here with a crisis. So we cannot remove threat from the main scheme while this side scheme is in play. And then Klaw, I think, is a good, mid-tier type of villain. So I think Strange will definitely have a better chance with the 25 blank cards against him. But even then, I'm not sure if Strange can do it, because 25 blank cards, I mean, that's a tough task for any hero to do. So I think we got Klaw set up here. Main scheme has a 1 reviewed on stage 1B as well. Discard cards from encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player. So we're just going to mill down until we get a minion, and then it's going to come. Okay, it already came in play, engage with us. It's going to be Radioactive Man. He has 1 scheme, 1 attack, 7 life. After he attacks you, discard 1 card random from your hand. So that is not good. And then I think we're good with Klaw setup. So we're going to flip the top card of our deck face up, the invocation deck, which is 7 rings, and we're going to draw up to our hand size here 6. I think we already shuffled. Let's shuffle one more time, just in case. All right, and then we're going to draw up to 6 here. And then we can finally get started here with Klaw, and we'll see how 25 blank card Strange does. All right. Here we go. Okay, we got the Cloak again, which is really, really good. The Magic Blast is actually really good here for Radioactive Man. So I think, do we want to, we pay for the Cloak? We can't pay for the Magic Blast. If we can get the 7 rings of Ragador, that might be even better. I think we have to get rid of Radioactive Man first and reserve the Cloak, possibly. I don't think we need the Tough here against Klaw, but it could be useful. Okay, let's actually keep our hand here because we have some resources to pay for our cards. And then we're going to get started. So let's go ahead and just use the natural talent here, because Klaw has a base attack of 1. We may not take damage. So let's use the natural talent, discard top card of the invocation deck. Actually, no, okay, never mind. I'm going to save it to protect Strange. I think we might need that. So we're not going to use it, never mind. We're going to flip over here to hero form. We're going to, I really wanted the Crimson Band to kill off Radioactive Man, but I don't think we can. Let's use 3 resources right here, so we can play our Magic Blast. Hero action, attack, do 5 damage to enemy. So we're going to hit Radioactive Man for 5. And discard top card of your deck. Come on, physical. Okay, if it's a physical, we can stun that enemy. Oh, actually, I wanted the energy there. Okay, so we can stun Radioactive Man, which is still not bad. And we do 5 damage to him as well with our Magic Blast. Okay. Do we 7 rings here? Yeah, let's go ahead and 7 rings. So we're going to use our Spell Mastery, Exhaust Doctor Strange, pay the printed cost of the top card of the invasion deck. So 1 cost here, 1 resource. So we can give up to 3 characters a tough stats card. Let's give ourselves that tough stats card. And then we flip the top card face up, which is Vapors. And that is going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Keep the Cloak in our hand and draw back up to our hand size here of 5. Ooh, we got Wong. I am constantly stuck with resources that I'm not able to play the Cloak right now. We're a little bit short on our amount of resources that we want. Okay, so Klaw's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main scheme because of the acceleration right here. So the main scheme goes up to 2 threat. And then he's going to attack us here. He has a force control. Whenever he attacks you, give him 1 additional boost card for his activation. So 2 boosts. Let's take it because we have a tough status card. So 1, 2. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Knocks off our tough. And then this guy's going to attack us. He's stunned, so attack won't go through. So this force response after he attacks you, discard a card ran from your hand. We don't have to trigger that because he never attacked. Face down counter card is, oh man, under fire. So Surge and review the top card of the encounter deck. So we're going to review the top card, which is another minion here. Whenever the engaged player must defend against another attack with the ally if they control, if able. And then we're going to do Surge under fire, which is Sonic Converter attached to Klaw. After he attacks and damages a character, stun that character. Okay, that's not great. So it's back to our turn here. If we play Wong, we can have Wong block for us and just die. I think that's all we can do here. We could also flip down, let him scheme out, or hope he doesn't scheme out. Okay, we gotta get rid of radioactive man here, so let's go ahead and use. I should have protective warded the under fire. I mean, honestly, I mean that's not that bad what we got out, but that would have been better. But then we have to use Wong to play that. That's fine. Let's use 3 resources here so we can play Wong. We're gonna have Wong swing for 2 and knock out radioactive man. Wong will take a consequential damage. And then let's have Doctor Strange thwart for 2. I just realized we can't thwart from the main. Alright, so we're gonna thwart for 2 from defense network here. Drop us down to 1. And we gotta flip down here. So we're gonna flip down to alter and use our natural talent. This card talk about the invocation deck. We'll move another card, which is gonna be the images of icon. And then that's gonna enter this right up. We're gonna keep the cloak in our hand again, and then draw back up to our hand size here of 6 now. Hopefully we can get our resource generator. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it is Klaw's turn. He's gonna add 2 to the main scheme because of the acceleration goes up to 4. He's scheming with a base of 2 plus a boost of 1, so 3 threat. That's gonna pop the main scheme. When that happens, it's gonna advance here to stage 2A. Discard cards on counter deck until a minion is discarded. Put it into play, engage with the first player. We got the armored guard who comes in with guard and toughness. And then we advance the main scheme. So this is 8, then we lose a game here. And both the minions with scheme, he has 0, Melcher has 1. So adding 1 threat to the main scheme. And then Klaw's interrupt only triggers when he attacks. This only triggers if he attacks and damages the character. And this also only triggers when he attacks. So we are good here. We get a phase down encounter card now, which is Master Plan. Place 4 threat on each side scheme. So this goes up to 5. And then this goes up to 7. So that's not the worst thing in the world here. We have some thwarting in our hand. All right, that's gonna end Klaw's turn. Okay, so it's back to our turn. We'll get the cloak down. We can astral projection. Then we can images. I think that's okay here. Melcher is a problem for us. All right, let's go ahead. I think we just have to flip here. We're gonna flip over to hero form. We're gonna use, do we images and basic thwart? Or do we astral projection? Okay, let's use images first. We'll use our spell mastery. Exhaust Strange, pay the printed cost of top card of the invocation deck. So images here is 1 cost, 1 resource. And then we can confuse a villain and remove 4 threat from a scheme. So drop this down to 1 and then confuse Klaw. Okay, next card here is gonna be the Winds of Watum. Okay, let's get that draw here. So 2 resources here, so we can play our Cloak of Levitation. We can exhaust it to ready up Strange. And we're going to exhaust Strange for spell mastery. Trigger this special, 0 cost. So we don't have to pay anything for it. And we can draw 3 cards. It goes in this card. So 1, 2, 3. And our last card is the Crimson Bands here. So I think we get rid of Melcher here. Juan can do 1 more Thor for us. Yeah, let's use 3 resources here. So we can play, or do we get rid of the Sonic Convert? That's fine. 3 resources so we can play our Magic Blast. Do 5 damage to enemy, so Melcher, and discard top card of your deck. If it's a Mento, we can confuse the enemy. Doesn't matter, Melcher is going to be defeated here, so we don't need to confuse him. And that's going to resolve our Magic Blast. And then I think we save this in our hand. Let's have Wong Armor Guard 0 skin. That's not that bad. Let's have Wong Thor for 1 from Defense Network. Clear off the side scheme. He'll take a consequential damage. And then I think we're doing a little bit better here. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. We'll keep the astral projection in our hand in case we get no other cards because of the 25 blanks. And we need that resource generator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got the Master Mystic Arts here. That would be great with wins, but we couldn't have controlled that to get it with the wins. Okay, so Klaw's turn. 2 threats to the main because of the acceleration here. It goes up to 3. He's going to attack us. If he damages us, we get stunned. Do I mind a stun right here? Is the only thing. If I play, I mean, we're bound to... We could have Wong block. Let's have Wong block for us. So Wong's going to defend his attack. Klaw gets 2 boost cards, hitting with a base of 1+1, which is 2. And 2 boosts here. Boost effect, deal 1 damage to each hero. So we take a damage. Drop from 10 down to 9. And then Wong will take the 2 damage from Klaw. He gets stunned, but he's knocked out as well, so that's okay. Then the armor guard can hit us for 1. We drop from 9 down to 8. Then we get a phase 9 counter card. Come on. Each Masters of Evil minion activates or attacks a hero it's engaged with. No attacks remain this way. Search and counter discard off for a Masters of Evil minion. Put it in play, engage with you, and shuffle up. Oh man, okay. We gotta get a minion here. We could just Crimson Bands. If we Master Mystic Arts for Crimson Bands, we don't have enough resources to play it again. But we could just flip down here because we have Klaw confused. So I think that would be the play. All right, let's get this Masters of Evil minion right here. Engage with us. Or do we try to just stun Klaw here? We gotta get a minion. This guy, when he attacks you, also resolves his attack against each other hero. That's kind of having no effect because we're playing solo here. Melcher is terrible. Radioactive minion is just so tanky. Should we look through the encounter deck for another Masters of Evil minion? Let's look through the encounter deck. We want to get an easier one. So when Masters of Evil minion comes into play, engage with us. So Tiger Shot's the only other one. After he attacks, give him a tough status card. Yeah, I don't like that either. Okay, never mind. We're gonna get Whirlwind. So let's shuffle up the encounter deck here. And we're gonna put Whirlwind as a Masters of Evil minion and put him in engage with us. With the Masters of Mayhem's effect. Alright, so back to our turn here. Alright, we got a Crimson Bands. Can we get the winds back out next turn? How can we do that? I'm not sure that we can. No, I don't think we master Mystic Arts here. We use our regular Spell Mastery. So let's use Spell Mastery. Exhaust Strange. Pay the cost right here. It's 2. 2 resources here. Stun enemy and do 7 damage to it. I think we gotta get rid of the minion. And we can flip down. So let's do 7 into Whirlwind. Knock him out. Then we discard this. Since we deck out our Invocation deck, we're going to shuffle up the Invocation discard pile. And then reset it. And hopefully we can get something more favorable here. Okay, and we're getting... Oh, the winds. Okay. Alright, this is a turn that we go off then. So let's go ahead and use 1 resource here. Yeah, so we can play our Master of the Mystic Arts. Hero action, pay the printed cost of the top card of your Invocation deck. 0 right here, resolve a special, and then put it back on top of the deck. So it's special to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3, and it gets discarded. But now, because of the Master of Mystic Arts, it gets placed back on top of the deck here, which is huge for us. Okay, then we're going to get it triggered off again here. So let's use 1 resource. So we're going to play Master of the Mystic Arts. Use this again, 0 cost, draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Gets discarded, comes back on top. Okay. So now I think we can hopefully try to get going here. Let's go ahead and use the Cloak, exhaust it, so we can ready up Strange. We're going to use our Spell Mastery, exhaust it, pay the printed cost here, which is 0, and draw 3 more cards. And this time it will go into this card pile. And then, so a top card here is going to be our 7 Rings of Ragador. Darn, I think we do want to keep that for the tough. Okay. Let's see what to do. I want to get the Sanctum Sanctorum down and the Eye of Agamotto. And then, oh, I wanted to get rid of this, but we don't have a physical here. Oh, the Eye of Agamotto can generate it. Okay, so Eye of Agamotto is a wild. Then we need, let's use this for the eye. This is the thing. And then Sanctum Sanctorum. Okay, so 2 resources here. So we can play our Eye of Agamotto, finally getting our resource generator out. So we can exhaust this in hero form to generate a wild resource. Let's use the hero action. Spend 1 of each resource type to discard this card. So an energy, mental, and physical. This will be a physical, energy, and then mental, so we can discard the Sonic Converter here. Okay, then we're going to use a resource here, so we can play our Sanctum Sanctorum. Alter your actions, we can exhaust this card to shuffle a spell card from your discard pile into your deck and then draw a card. So we're not an Alter Ego, so we can't do it. Let's go ahead and flip down to Alter here. And then, do I want a 7 Rings, or do I want to try to get rid of it and cycle it through, because I need the Stun card from Strange. I really don't want Vapors. Actually, Vapors could help with this guy, but I think we're going to do it. Let's use our Natural Talent here. Discard top card of the Invocation deck. And then review the next top card, which is Images again. I like Images too, though. Okay, so we're going to use Sanctum Sanctorum. Exhaust this card, shuffle a spell card from discard pile into your deck, and then draw a card. So let's shuffle up our, Master of Mystic Arts is not a spell. I think we get our Thwarting card here. Yeah, let's get our Astral Projection, which is a spell card. We can shuffle it into our deck. And then we can draw one card. Okay, got a resource. And let's see how many cards we have left in our deck. We have 7. Do I keep the magical enhancements here in case we get nothing else? Okay, that's gonna end our turn. So we're gonna ready back up. Let's discard the resource here. Actually, let's check our discard pile, see how many more identity specific cards we have coming up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means we have, we have 6, right here is gonna be 3 more, so it's gonna be 12. That means we have 3 identity specific cards left in our deck here. So I think I get rid of the magical enhancements and we draw 6 more because that's going to be some identity specific stuff that we can play here with our resources. So let's discard our hand when we end our turn and draw back up here to 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, our hand size and altar. Okay, so Klaw's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main because of the acceleration. He's going to scheme, but he's confused, so it won't go off. Armor Guard schemes for 0. Nothing happens. Face down and counter card is Master Mayhem. What the? Did I? Oh, there's another one. Okay, so we get another Master of Evil minion. Let's get Whirlwind back out again. All right, that's going to resolve the encounter phase, and it's back to our turn. Oh, man. Okay. All right, what are we doing here? Sanctum Centurion will draw as a card, but then we'll deck out. Search your deck and discard out for Doctor Strange card. Add to your hand. Oh, yeah, we probably want that. This is an alter ego action here. So a Doctor Strange card. It's gonna have to be. Oh wait, it's gonna have to be Wong. Yeah, Wong is a Doctor Strange card. That is what we need to do. Okay, let's use a resource here, so we can play Mystical Studies. Alter ego action. Search your deck and discard pile for a Doctor Strange card. Add to your hand. So let's get Wong here from discard pile. Add him back to our hand. Then let's see. Let's use Sanctum Sanctorum here as an alter ego action. Exhaust it. Shuffle a spell card from your discard pile into your deck. So let's look through here. Let's get our magical, our Magic Blast here, I guess. Do we have another Magic Blast in the deck? I'm not sure how many copies Strange has. So we're gonna put this on top of our deck. Then we're gonna shuffle up here. So just 2 cards, and we're gonna draw a card. So it's gonna be one of these. And we'll draw right now. And we got the Magic Blast. Okay. So let's see. I don't think we can play Wong and the Magic Blast. We don't have the resources for it. What are we prioritizing here? I mean, this minion's not that bad. It's just gonna do 2 damage. I think we leave it. We need to get Klaw confused again so that he doesn't. We don't lose the game with 1 scheme. So let's go and flip over here to hero form. And we don't need special resource for anything. So let's go ahead and use our spell mastery to and the eye lag mode here. So exhaust Strange, pay the cost of the invocation deck to top card. So it's 1 cost. The eye lag mode can generate a wild resource to trigger this special here. Confuse a villain and remove 4 from a scheme. Let's drop the main back down to 1 and then confuse Klaw. And then flip the next card, which is the Vapors here. That's going to be good. We can stun the Armor Guard. So let's go ahead and exhaust our cloak so we can ready up Doctor Strange. And then, or actually the next card is going to be the Crimson Bands. So if I play Wong gets rid of this, I can Crimson Bands and kill Whirlwind. I think we just take care of this minion here. Or I could Crimson Bands Klaw. And then take the damage from these minions here and have Wong try to slowly kill Whirlwind. I think that is the play here. We want to get a stun on Klaw. So let's use 3 resources here so we can play Wong. And we can exhaust Wong and choose one. Let's pick the one to discard the top card of the invocation deck. So discarding this. And our last card is going to be the Crimson Bands of Cytrak. And Wong's exhausted. We're going to use our Spell Mastery, Exhaust Strange, 2 resources here to pay for the Crimson Bands. Stun an enemy and deal 7 damage to it. So since this is not an attack activation, it's going to bypass the guard of the Armored Guard here. So we can hit Klaw for 7. That brings from 28 down to 21. And we also give him a stun status. So he's stunned and confused. That's going to discard this card. We shuffle up our invocation deck because we decked out. And then we're gonna put the top card face up. And hopefully, I think we can try to get some momentum here, but we're gonna take a lot of damage from Whirlwind and the Armored Guard, unfortunately. Okay, so top card is gonna be the Vapors. Okay, that's gonna end our turn. Let's ready back up. So we gotta flip down next turn to get rid of that Confused and then try to gain more leeway with our Sanctum Sanctorum. Drawing back up to 5, we deck out, so we get a Phase Down encounter card. Let's shuffle up our discard pile back into the deck. All right, we're drawing 4 more back up to 5. Okay, we got a Magic Blast. We can try to take out Whirlwind here. Klaw's turn is adding 2 to here because of this acceleration that we still can't get rid of. Goes up to 3. He's going to attack. He's stunned, so activation won't go off. These guys are both going to hit us for 1, 2, 3. I think we could have Wonk blocked, but we need him readied up. So let's take the 3 damage on Strange. That brings from 8 down to 5. Then he deals a Phase Down encounter card. We have 2 encounter cards here, and we haven't gotten any activation this game. So hopefully this is not an activation. Weapons Runner, Surge, so we get another encounter card here with him. He's a 1 scheme, 1 attack, 2 hit point minion. Sonic Boom, either spend one of each resource type or exhaust each character you control. I think we spend one of each resource type here. If we exhaust Wong and Strange. Oh wait, if we spend one of each resource type, we have to use the eye. We use the eye, we can still Vapors. I don't know if we even want a Vapors here because the guard's not that big of a deal. We might have Wong discard it. Yeah, let's spend one of each resource here. So we're going to use a physical, mental, and the eye is going to generate an energy in hero form because it's a hero resource to resolve this. So we don't have to exhaust each character we control. And we've got an minion here with Tiger Shark. Okay, that's going to end Klaw's turn, so it's back to our turn. Oh man, okay. We got a lot of minions here. Klaw's confused. If they all scheme, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So we won't lose if they scheme. If he gets in advance, we're going to lose either way. So there's no point planning out for that. We want to try to take out Tiger Shark. We can't play Magic Blast, but we can play Crimson Bands. Let's use Wong's effect, exhaust him. Choose this card, top card of the invocation deck. Discard on this, and get another card. Okay, we got the Crimson Bands. Okay, let's use our Spell Mastery, exhaust Strange, pay the printed cost right here. 2 resources to trigger it. Stun an enemy, do 7 damage. Let's knock out Tiger Shark here. And then that's gonna go and discard, and we get the next card, which is 7 Rings of Ragador. Yeah, wait, let's do it. Yeah, so we're gonna exhaust our Cloak to write up Strange. And we're going to use our Spell Master, Exhaust Strange, pay printed cost, which is 1 for Magic Blast here. Give up to 3 characters each a tough stats card. We're going to give Strange and Wong a tough here. And then we flip down. He's confused. We could take attacks from Klaw this turn and play it safe. But then, oh, and the 7 Rings gets this card. Let's see what our next card is. We got the Winds. Okay, so I don't think we need to play it safe necessarily because we have Winds for next turn. Yeah, let's stay in hero form, or we can play it safe because we have wins for a big turn next turn. So let's end our turn. We're going to ready up here. And we're going to draw back up to our hands as a 5. I'm looking for Protective War is good. Oh man, I'm looking for the Spell Mastery card. All right, so that's going to end our turn. It's Klaw's turn. He's going to add 2 here because of the acceleration. This goes up to 5. He's going to attack us. We're going to take because we have a tough stats card. 2 boosts. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. Knocks off our tough. And then are we going to take 4 damage from these minions here? We could also block. Let's see, what's our last card in our invocation deck? It's our Thwarting card. Oh, the Confuse. Maybe I should have flipped down to get rid of his Confuse. So I can get rid of one of these guys here. We need the Thwart removal. So they're all going to attack us here. Let's take that 1 damage from Armor Guard. That drops from 5 down to 4. When Whirlwind attacks us, we resolve attack against each other here. There are no other heroes in play. Let's defend it so we don't take damage. This guy doesn't hit us for 1. Actually, no, we're not going to defend it. We can just recover that. So we're going to take all the damage here. So 1, 2, 3. That'll bring us from 4 down to 1. All right, then we get a face down encounter card. And it's a Treachery. Choose either spend one of each resource type or exhaust each character. Let's cancel it because it's a Treachery card with the Protective Ward here. This would be a resource to pay for it. When a Treachery card is revealed in the counter deck, cancel all of its effects and discard it. Okay, so it is back to our turn. All right, let's go ahead and use our Spell Master here. Exhaust Winds of Watum, draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah, just resources. Okay. And then we got our Thwarting card coming up here. Images. We don't have any damage. Do we just use it for the threat removal and then confuse a minion? I think we do. We just gotta get our deck cycled through again. So let's exhaust a cloak. Oh wait, no, let's heal, I mean. So ready up Dark Strange by exhausting cloak. And then we're going to get a spell card from your discard into your deck, draw a card. We can get Magic Blast back in. Yeah, we gotta do that. Yeah, we gotta get recovery off here too. So let's go ahead and flip down here to Ultra. And then we're going to exhaust to recover. Oh wait, no. Sorry guys, I can't flip down. I have to confuse the minion because the threat's getting too high. So we're going to trigger the images here with our Spell Master, exhaust Strange, spend 1 resource here. So 1 right here. Confuse the villain and then remove 4. Oh, we can't confuse the minion. Okay, that's fine. So he's already confused. Removes 4 from a scheme. Drop it down to 1. And then the deck gets decked out here for invocations. Let's shuffle them up. And then review the top card, which is hopefully Crimson Bands. No, we can't use it anyway, so it doesn't matter what the top card is here. All right, it's gonna be this one. 7 rings. Okay, I think we just let it go here. Let's flip down to Alter Ego and use our Natural Talent as action. This card, top card of the invocation deck. Let's get rid of this. Okay, we got Winds. Let's keep that there. And then let's see. Let's exhaust Wong to heal 1 from your identity. That's another effect that we can do with Wong. So we go from 1 up to 2 life. So we're hanging in there. And that's going to end our turn. I think do we Sanctum? Oh yeah, yeah, let's Sanctum first. So we're going to use Alter Ego action. Exhaust this card, shuffle a spell card from discard pile into your deck. Let's get our Magic Blast here, which is a spell card. We shuffle it into our deck and then draw a card here because we're in Alter Ego. Okay, and we're going to draw a card. It's going to be the Magical Enhancements. All right, that's going to end our turn. Let's discard these cards here. We're going to shuffle the Protective Ward back in. I think, no, this is not going to be that useful here. Let's get rid of everything. We're going to discard our whole hand here. Ending our turn, ready back up, draw back up to 6. And we're going to try to get something good. Okay, got a Magic Blast. Okay, that's not bad because we can draw 1 more card and hopefully get something. So Klaw's turn, he's going to add 2 domain because of the acceleration. Goes up to 3. He is scheming on us, but he's confused. These guys will all scheme for 0, 1, 1. So 2 threat. This goes up to 5. And he gets a face down encounter card here. We reveal it, which is Shadow of the Past. So our Nemesis minion comes in, Baron Mortal. And then we got our Nemesis side scheme. Shuffle these 3 Nemesis cards into the encounter deck. And Baron Mortal, he has to interrupt whenever he attacks, so nothing happens right now. And with the open the Dark Dimension side scheme, puts the top card of the invocation deck face down underneath this scheme. Oh man, when defeated, shuffle the invocation under here into the invocation deck. All right, that is not good. Okay, so we put the top card of the invocation deck in the scheme, so we lose the Winds. And then we have to defeat that scheme. So it comes in with 3 threat and another acceleration. Top card is, okay, images is good for us here. All right, so it's back to our turn. We can hopefully still get the Winds going. All right, so what are we going to do? Are we going to recover by 3? We images after recovering. Won't be able to draw, but that's okay. We just Magic Blast Baron Mortal. Yeah, we just Magic Blast him out. Yeah, I think we get a recovery here. Let's exhaust here to recover by 3. I'll bring it from 2 up to 5. We're gonna flip over here to Hero Form. Exhaust a Cloak to ready up Strange. Oh, I forgot to use this. That's okay. So we ready up Strange. We're gonna trigger images here with our Spell Master. Exhaust it, pay 1 cost. Images says confuse a villain, and remove 4 threat from a scheme. Let's clear off the scheme right here. It says when it's defeated, we shuffle the invocation here under into the invocation deck, and then we discard the images of icon. We shuffle these invocations back up again, and then we have Wong help us cycle through to get the wins for sure. And I'm looking for spell mastery here to get a huge turn for us to get going. I really want to try to get the spell mastery into wins. That's going to be our best combo that we can do. Okay, top card is Crimson Bands. Okay, that's not bad either. We can't trigger it now though. And then I think we play a Magic Blast. So 3 resources here. So we can play our Magic Blast. Here, action 5 damage enemy, hit Baron Mortal, discard top of your deck. We have to do it. Okay, so he would get 2 more damage, doesn't matter. He's gonna get knocked out with the 5 damage there. Alright. That is gonna end our turn here. Oh, we have Wong. We knock out a minion. Then we have to. He'll lose his tough. No, we might as well have him block, I think, Klaw's attack. If we have him, get rid of this minion. No, we need Wong to block Klaw's attack. Alright, that's gonna end our turn. Let's ready back up. We're going to discard this card, draw back up to 5. Okay, got Master Mystic Arts. I think we actually Crimson Bands it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, we have a chance here. It's gonna add 2 to the main because the acceleration goes up to 7. Actually, maybe we don't have a chance because I forgot the main scheme here is accumulating. He's gonna attack us. Wong will block, so we don't die. It's 2 boost cards here. 1, 2. Like we didn't get any advances. So 2 plus 1 is gonna be 3 damage. That will knock off Wong's tough. The minions are his for 1, 2, 3, 4. That will bring his strange from 5 back down to 1. I think we take it here. Yeah. Face down encounter card is an advance. Okay, but he's confused, so that worked out. He won't scheme because he's confused, and it's back to our turn. Alright, so we gotta remove the threat from the main scheme. And I don't know if we can thwart for 2. And then stun Klaw. That's pretty much it. Okay, let's use a resource here to play Master of the Mystic Arts. Pay the printed card of the top card of the invocation deck. 2 resources right here. Let's use 2 resources here so we can trigger the Crimson Bands. Stun an enemy. We're going to hit Klaw. It's not an attack, so it's going to bypass the guard. So we can stun him and do 7 damage to him. That's going to bring him from 21 down to 14. And then we discard it. But with the Master of Mystic Arts, it goes back on top. So it's going to stay here for us. Then we can use our spell mastery now. Exhaust Strange. Spend 2 resources here to trigger the special. 1, 2. 7 damage to the enemy and stun it. Let's knock out Whirlwind finally. And then now it goes in discard, and our next card is going to be the Vapors of Valtor. Alright, we could stun this guy, but we need to thwart. So let's exhaust a cloak to ready up Strange. We're going to thwart for 2 from the main scheme, drop it down to 5, and that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Draw him back up to hand sets of 5 here. Okay, the astral projections are good. Okay, we might be able to pull this off. So Klaw's turn is going to add 2 because the acceleration goes back up to 7 again. He's going to attack us now. He's stunned, so we're good with that. These guys could both hit us for 1, 2. We got to defend 1, so we don't take his damage. When he attacks us, we're going to have Wong block and take 1 damage because we have 1 life, so we take the damage, we die. And then, do we have any other way to confuse here? No, we lost the images here. Yeah, we can't confuse Klaw, so we can't flip. Face down encounter card, encounter phase is an assault. The villain attacks you. We do not have a cancel, so that's our first or our second activation from Klaw. He's going to attack us here. We can't block it, right? We have no way to cancel or block anything. 2 boost cards. 1, 2. It's going to be 1, 2, 3 damage on Doctor Strange, and that will bring us from 1 down to 0. And yeah, that was a really tough game there. I think we were kind of close to breaking through there. That just shows that Doctor Strange is a powerful hero, but being powerful is, I mean, you can still be super overrated and be powerful. So at least me piloting Doctor Strange, I am not able to defeat Expert Klaw or Expert Ultron with 25 blank cards. I do believe that it's possible to defeat Klaw with 25 blank cards. I didn't do it here, but I think it is possible. I don't believe it's possible to defeat Expert Ultron at all with the 25 blanks. So the fact that there are people out there that think that it's possible to defeat Expert Venom Goblin, I think it shows that Doctor Strange is the most overrated hero. And I do want to make another video talking about this too, and just having a more of a discussion of possibly being open to the fact that Doctor Strange is not all that he seems. He's not, this invincible hero that makes the game on easy mode. And one of the most common sayings, in the Marvel Champs community is that Doctor Strange can defeat most villains with a 25 card, with 25 blank cards. And I do not think he can defeat most villains. I think he can defeat a few villains with 25 blank cards. Definitely not most, and definitely not the tougher villains, and definitely not expert mode. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that there can be some discussion had about Doctor Strange. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys enjoy this one.